What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the RoKo Bros. Yes, I'm walking and talking at the same time. We just finished watching God of High School episode 8. We're gonna do a review. Not much happened in this episode, honestly.
It was a feel-good episode, though. Like,
It was.
It put a smile on your face. You know, you learned a little bit more about Jen, the bond that he has with his grandpa.
Oh, boy, did I ever.
Man.
It tugged at my heartstrings, something fierce. Like his relationship or his bond with his grandpa. How his grandpa, left him on his birthday.
On the birthday. Like, what's up with these damn anime motherfuckers and just doing this shit on, on important days?
Yeah, it's your birthday, but whatever. I mean, there are people after me. I gotta leave. You just turned 6. I could have waited till the next day or something. But, whatever. It's cool. Just gonna keep it moving. Like I said, I don't even know when the last time he saw his granddad was.
It was that day. It was that day.
It couldn't have been that day.
No, he looked at that picture and was just like, I'm 17 now. Like,
Yeah, that's 11.
that's 11 damn years.
That's a long-ass time, bro. That's a long-ass time. And it's like, apparently the granddad is just up in the mountains somewhere, or was up in the mountains. So he gets a knock on the door, like, oh yeah, we got your granddad held hostage with no arm. But with the technology they have, can they put his arm back?
They might be able to. It has to depend on if his arm was being preserved, though. I feel like if it's not, then
I mean, with the nanos.
but the nano still got to work on the arm itself can't be degraded.
That last dude got eaten by a shark.
But then he already had the nanos inside of him. We don't know whether or not the grandpa has the nanos inside of him. I don't. And we also saw with the other guy, with Han's friend, that he tried that they tried to use it. But
He's a regular civilian. His dad was in the military, or his grandpa was in the military.
Does that make the nano machines more effective?
Just assume that he would probably have them.
He might, but we just don't know.
Right. I mean, and they got him chained up. Are those chains really doing anything? I have to assume he's got a Sharyuk or whatever. I have to believe he has one of those. So I think he's just there just to be there, waiting on something. I doubt it's Jen. I doubt Jen's just gonna run up in there like that. He might.
I mean,
But he also understood even before that fact is shit, I need to get stronger so I can join my granddad. Even to this day, he's I'm not strong enough to join or be alongside my grandfather. 11 years later, yeah, damn, he's you can join me when you're older. Well, now that I'm older and I understand how much power he has and how much power I have, I need more power. And I don't want to rely on the Charyuks. I need my own power. But, I don't think that he's going to... I would think that after this episode, he would also run up in there with Mira and Han. I'd feel more comfortable if he ran up in there with Mira and Han. Because, Han ain't no slouch.
He's not. I think that they set it up with this episode that now we know that these three are friends. They have a bond. I think that if he does run up in there, he's not going to just be he's not going to just be able to be oh guys, I'm gonna just leave real quick and go. They're gonna be nah, nigga, where you going? What's going on? And then they're gonna rock with him.
They said that the Sharyuks, they manifested a flashpoint or after intense training. These guys seem to have been training intensely for many years. And, if they legit go and try and rescue the grandfather, then I feel a situation would arise where, whether it's Han, Mira, and Jen, who all awaken their Sharyuks, whatever that may be. Because Jen's making it seem like it's a choice. But I don't know if it's a choice.
I think it just manifests however it does. I mean, I think that this Charyuk and what we saw with the intimidation by I think from Iluin, I can't remember.
Who?
The guy with the jacket with the tiger on his back.
I'm just calling him Tiger Back. So
You know, I wasn't fucking Tiger Back. How he did his intimidation factor. It reminded me a lot of One Piece. It reminded me a lot of like hockey. Like I feel like it manifested like that because like people do train their whole lives, and like some people can't ever get hockey, and some people just naturally have like very strong hockey. So I think that it manifests itself like that. Like I don't think that I don't know if Charyuk is necessarily something that you find by just looking for it. I think that it might find you, and that's like the whole reason of the God of High School tournament in the first place is to find these tiger cubs.
And so far with the Charyuks, like outside of the fight with the executives, I don't know which one it was, like M and S or whatever, or Q and S. Like I don't think we've seen, at least in the tournament, a Charyuk really be outside of the Charyuk, but really be effectively used like with two people who have Charyuks like fighting it out. It's always been one person might have a Charyuk and get bodied by another person who doesn't have one, or one person has a Charyuk and bodies the person who doesn't have a Charyuk. So it's never been these two guys have Charyuks and they're fucking fighting. And I feel like that'd be completely different in the stadium. But now it's like this shit is going beyond the fucking tournament. Because it's like, do we even give a fuck about the tournament anymore? Yeah, we care about the fight between Jin and Tigerback and Sharkman. But, like, at the end of the day, after that fight, they were talking about a war with Nox and the key. And they referenced the key or made it seem like the key was Jin. And Jin's granddad is gone missing. I'm like, you guys have introduced a good bit of plot points, and I don't know where your execution goes from here as far as what's the next step. Is it still this tournament? Is it going after the granddad? Is it the Nox war? Because when you throw out the word war, that means like, nigga, it's on site. Like, they made it sound like that. Park Mugen said, nigga, on site. On site is when we see you. When you see them motherfuckers from Nox, you let them know. No holds barred. They not walking away out of here. Not after what they did. But I also like the fact that, like, the announcer guy's death is also, like, it weighs heavy on them. They not happy about it. Oh, boy, I think Q came in running up in Park Mugen's office like he was on some big boy shit. But Park Mugen had to remind him, like, hold on, who do you think you're talking to?
Like, don't you know who the fuck I am? You work for me. I pay your bills.
I pay your salary. It's like, you going to have to pay for that, and then you have to pay for run up on me like that. It's like, who do you think I am? Who the fuck do you think I am? Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm Park Mugen, bitch. I mean, you just ran up in my office? Nigga, I'm a businessman at heart, and it's like, you just burst my door down, my wall down, you didn't even knock on the door?
You could have.
Send a memo?
Email something, nigga. Like you could have walked up in there with a little bit more respect. But he walked in there like gangbusters, and he got handled like gangbusters. Like, because Park Mugen put that man across that wall, and it was done. It was done. And now this man got to rely on Han cooking him some food, some good food. But like this man had this man searching underneath vending machines and shit to find some money. It was scrounging for that shit, man. It was rough, but it's like, you know, it was a nice change of pace episode. God of High School is pretty good at that. Like, okay, we had a lot of this action in this previous episode. Let's like give some more exposition. Let's break some things down. Let's learn a little bit more about Jin, and we did. And ultimately, like, I mean, I think that based on what we've seen before, I think that the next episode is going to be with some real like action shit. Like, and I can't wait for that shit. Like, it was a good episode, but you know, it just, you know, also not that much action happened. Of course, like
yeah, I mean, they threw a lot of action at you these last couple episodes, so it's a good change of pace. So you know, to come off that, get some more exposition to your point on Jin and his grandfather, and the storyline as a whole, get a feel-good moment. Jin's birthday, you know, talk about his actual relationship with his granddad, and I just mentioned it or throw it as a throwaway thing. And, you know, also, you know, I had a little scrap with Tigerback, you know, who was influenced by his granddad in a positive way, and Tigerback seems to be a competent opponent for Jin to face to get his shit together. I'm looking forward to that fight. It seems like it's gonna be real dope. And Han versus the blue haired guy. Oh, they said some nice shit. Oh,
yeah,
that'd be great.
That's gonna be good.
That'd be good. It's like everybody's kind of got like a reason to be fighting another person, except Mira right now.
But they'll probably come up with something for her. You know,
that girl just said she's a bully, so she might run into Mira on the street or something and just say some sideways shit, and Mira might be like, "All right."
I don't know though, but if she say that sideways shit, how that girl was built, it was just like
Mira ain't no.
She ain't no slouch, but I don't
after that
Gim something.
After that move right there, boy, it's P-throw. It's just
it's done. But you know, I mean, like what they like, you know, what God of High School has done so far has done really, really good fights with women. Like I think that
that's true.
Some of the it's already some of the best female fights I feel like I've seen.
Hand to hand combat wise.
Yeah, hand to hand kind of. Yeah.
Or sword. No, I wouldn't say sword play.
Yeah.
Kill or kill.
Yeah, kill or kill.
That doesn't.
Or a Kame got killed, like both of those.
That sword play was. I mean, they fight scenes were still.
Oh, they were amazing.
Yeah,
they were amazing. I know, and they was scrapping. Like a lot of times, you can get somebody like Rangiku, then just be like from Bleach. Like she, like you know, that don't like she not really.
She
trying
had
to
so
scrap.
much potential, bro, with that sword that turned into ash. And I'm like, where's your Bankai? You've been serving under this nigga, what's his name? Hisagaya, who just throws out Bankai whenever. Fuck a Shikai. It's like you would think that you would understand like how to release a Bankai after being under his tutelage.
But but that's also, even though like also I know, you know, Tai Kubo did come out with a new anime series this week.
Burn the Witch, watch the review.
But it's like that was like, I mean, like this nigga had so much time to throw in these fodderized, you know, Quincy motherfuckers, and then didn't have enough time to give, you know, Rangiku or Shuhei, and he didn't do nothing with those guys. So, you know, but we done got off the time. Now we're talking about Bleach, but we can all do a whole nother thing about it. But I mean, like, yo, but top takes for the episode, and what do you want to see next?
Top takes, just the story progression kind of take me on a ride. Like, I was expecting fights. They showed me some fights in the beginning with some campfire, but like, really it's just the development of this war and this god and this key that they're referring to, which gets me into the title of this whole fucking thing, God of High School. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Because nobody's explaining what it means. What is this for? Who are these people? What do they want? But, I mean, I think we're getting closer to that. But what do I want? That doesn't mean shit. I just want to see some more fights. I just want to see where this goes. I want to see some people get they really scrapping like his grandpa and Park Mujin. So.
Nah, I'm right there with you. I mean, like, definitely, like, learning a little bit more about the characters was really dope. Backstories was dope, and then just like the wider mystery of like who Nox is, who is the faction of the Six, and who is the traitor. Who is the traitor? It's gonna come out of left field. We're not gonna know who it is. I hope it's not the black person, because that's some bullshit. And like, yeah,
I think it will. It might be the secretary lady.
You know what? It might be the secretary lady.
Cause like,
how you gonna be the traitor and still not gonna give me no money though? That's kind of fucked up. It's like you can still slide a nigga some change, goddamn. You over here betraying folks.
I'm also feeling like they're missing some members. Cause like, if I'm looking at a whole alphabet, like there's only like 8 of them.
Yeah, we haven't seen like the rest of the letters, and like if there are any more letters, there has to be some more letters.
And I think the traitor's somebody they might not have introduced before.
That could make sense. That makes sense.
The Knox had a lot of people. So
they did. And that has me on a theory with the Knox folks, because like when they ran up on Jin's granddad, you know, it was a whole bunch of those people there, and then they was able to do their thing and then bring that big ass sword down. I wonder if like maybe they don't have, maybe like the fodder members don't have their own charity. Maybe they have to like gather together in order to do it.
It's still pretty effective.
I mean,
it was effective on Shield Hero.
I mean, it was. Also, Rising of the Shield Hero. Definitely you should watch that shit. It's a dope anime. I mean,
that's it, guys. That's it, guys. That's the end of the fucking review. We'll catch you on the next one. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. That's that. Peace.
be easy.